Hello everyone. I just got back from the doctor's office and I have a consultation with my surgeon August 18th. I actually got a first appointment, something like 8:30, because you will sit, if you have a later appointment at my surgeon's, the waiting room is jam-packed. He's a great surgeon. And well, I think the last time I was there for almost 4 hours. And I cannot sit with these 4 hernias and this fistula and stuff. I cannot sit for 4 hours. If I'm upright at all, they're all out and hurting. There's a birdie. And I just can't do it. And the last time I went and that happened, I hadn't eaten anything. I didn't think I was going to be there for almost 4 hours. And Joy had to come home and fix me a sandwich and bring it up there. So at least I got an early appointment. Maybe I'll only be there for 2 hours. But I'm going to find out what he thinks about operating on some or all of these hernias. So it's a step in the right direction. And I was hoping to get one more infusion in before I went, but God already knows what's going to happen, and it's in His hands, so I'm going to go. So it's good news, really, for me. They hadn't talked about this. Oh, they haven't. This is the first time they've talked about operating. There's a blue jay on the bird bath, y'all. I thought it was going to take a little bath, maybe. I can't believe this blue jay's this close to me, y'all. Down on the ground. I just can't believe it, because they're very wary of me. The blue jays are, of everything, really. I can't believe it would land here with me sitting here talking. The little finches or whatever these are, I'm going to look online. Joy sent me a site about identifying birds, because I don't know what most of these are. Here he's back. Hello, Mr. Blue Jay. I figure the other day when they were attacking that hawk on top of this pole over here, when that hawk was up there sitting, I figure, and we figure, it must have got one of their babies or something out of the nest for those blue jays to have been going off like that. I go see my my GI doctor too this month, towards the end of the month, and I'll see what he says about. I'm not real fond of him. He's made some mistakes with me. I almost died last October from the medications I was on. The biologic I was on then, they gave me shots, 2 shots in my thighs, on the inside of my thighs, like right here and right here. I was on that stuff for 4 years, and then I was on another one that he called a miracle drug. I think it was called mercaptopurine, and the other one was Cimzia. The biologic was Cimzia. Well, turns out the Cimzia was suppressing my red blood cells, so no new blood. They thought I was losing blood because my blood level kept dropping more and more. And I wasn't making any new red blood cells. When the others would die, your body makes more that replace the ones that die. So mine wasn't doing that. And then the mercaptopurine, I believe I've got this right, was suppressing my white blood cells. So any of y'all that know anything about that will know that that's a bad combination. My blood count, blood level, got down to 5.1. They took me by ambulance to the hospital. And they said if I had waited, that was the time before they took me by ambulance. I'm sorry, I kept passing out when every time I stood up. This time I got to the hospital, Joy got me to the hospital. They called me at 1:30 in the morning from the hospital with my blood work and said that I needed to come right then. And they said if I had waited till the next day, I might not be here right now. So they said that the blood specialist said that 5.1 for a blood level is not compatible with life. They don't know how I was even alive. So God has really helped me immensely. That's the third time I almost died too. But I've totally changed everything about myself since then. I'd already quit drinking, but I quit smoking. I'd been smoking cigarettes for like 40 years. I thought I'd never quit. God helped me through that. I've had 10 operations so far. It's warm out, but it's not quite as warm as it usually is. Unless I see a bunch of birds out here, I'll probably wait to do a bird cam. I never know how many is going to be out here, but if I see a bunch of activity, I'll put it out here. If not, maybe I'll wait till it cools down some this evening. There's usually quite a few out here after dinner or somewhere around there. And today we're doing the drawing for the Name the Gnome contest, everyone. Here's your last chance on these comments. Be subscribed to me and leave your idea for her name and say enter me. And then on tonight's show, on my regular show, I'm going to be doing the drawing for the winner. And that'll only be in the United States and Canada this time. There's almost always some of these little birds here. They don't seem bothered by me in the least. Now, if I was to stand up, they'll leave. And then they'll come back. I mean, they won't let me walk up to them or anything, but they're used to me, I think, now. And I see what I believe. If you can see these birds flying around over here, that's those hawks. There's 3 of them in the air. I hope y'all can see this. There's another one too that's even bigger. There's 3. I don't see the 4th one. But there they are, circling around. I don't know what, maybe one of them has a kill. The bigger one. But you can see those 2 are a little bit smaller than that one. I think they're the babies. Because the one is really big. I believe that's the father. And I think that's the female up there right now. It's a little bit bigger. But what they're up to, maybe one day I'll catch them back here in the backyard and be able to film them for y'all. But I just love these little birds here. Well, I'm going to go in, y'all, and get something to eat. I haven't eaten anything yet because I didn't know if they were going to do blood work or anything. They do a lot of different tests on me all the time. So I'm going to go on in for now. I'll check through the window and see if there's enough activity to be worth putting the bird cam out here. And if not, I'll wait till it cools off a little bit this evening, maybe. I hope you all enjoyed this morning talk. I usually don't talk this much during this, but you know, had some news to give, some good news in my opinion. Of course I'm a little worried about things. Any operation I worry about with me, because I've got a mess inside of me, you know. And I just worry about things that might happen, you know. I'm sure everybody does. But press that like button, please, and subscribe if you hadn't already, and hit that notification bell so that you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody have a good day, and I'll see you later on. Bye, boys.